Newsletter. Great to be with you. My name is Bob Lang with explosiveoptions.net. Just want to talk a little bit about what happened this past week and what we have coming up the following week. Big news week we had Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, of course, with CPI released on Tuesday, just about in line numbers. For CPI, we had retail sales came in real hot, and we saw bond yields starting to rise on that number. And then finally, Thursday, today, we had quite a hot number for the producer price index PPI number. So bond yields continue to rise. And originally, we saw markets selling off quite sharply on that print and then rallied back. But in the last hour and a half, markets really sold off hard and closed on their dead lows of the day. So Dow down about 430 points, S&P 500 down about 60, almost about 57 points. NASDAQ hit about 1.7%, down to 214 points. So we have another day to go here. We have Friday's action, and we often see a lot of volatility get pulled out of the markets. Now, we saw that earlier today. We saw the VIX starting to rise on that PPI print, and then it came back down and it rose sharply towards the end of the day. Actually, the VIX closed up almost 2 points, up above 20 now, so well more than 10% on the day. So what does that mean? It means that people are buying some protection because it's cheap. We know that the news has already come out for this week. We have the CPI number, as I mentioned, and the retail sales and the PPI. So those numbers have come out. We've had some decent earnings that came out earlier this week as well, too. Even tonight, we've had some good earnings coming out from HubSpot and also DoorDash. Yesterday, we had, of course, Cisco was real strong. And so yesterday morning, we had Roblox and the Trade Desk. So we have started to see a shift in earnings to like phase 2, phase 3 right now. We're coming into an area where the earnings reports are going to be fewer and far between than we had towards the end of January. But we think that this coming week or so is going to be a short week. Of course, Monday's a holiday. This next week is going to be a week that's going to really test the mettle of the bulls here right now. We've closed slightly under 4,100 on the ES, which is about 4090 or 4089 on the S&P 500, maybe settling out a little bit lower than that. But of course, we've got to pay attention to what's happening with the price action over here. And we saw some rejection this week from higher levels. Of course, near 4,200 a couple weeks ago. We haven't come really close to hitting that level recently, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, we have the end of the month coming up here in about a week and a half. We have a full week of trading the following week, but that will lead us into March, of course. So short week next week. Have a great long weekend and enjoy your President's Day holiday on Monday, and I'll see you next week. Thanks.